And for you to work with this template, you will need to have Essential Graphics open. If you don't have this open, you can go to Windows and put a check mark on Essential Graphics over here. So this way you get this panel, you can dock it anywhere in your system, and then you're good to go. So by default, it will be on the Browse option over here. Now, the one thing about this panel is that there are a lot of pre-installed templates that Adobe gives you. But since we are working with my template, which are far better, if I may say so, but we want to install our own templates and not work with these. So what you can do is you can go over here on the bottom side and where it says install motion graphics template, click on that icon, and this way you can browse to so I'm going to copy this really quick, this address, and you can go basically browse to the place where you have downloaded all the files and select which one you want to work with. So for us, it's going to be clean, and in here I want to work with clean title 13. So say open, and since I did a few tests for the template, the file already exists, so you can click yes, and for you it should basically come over here. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to say clean title 13. I'll take this and I'll drop it on my timeline like so. Now if you see that red panel and it stays on for a little longer, no worries guys, since it's opening After Effects in the background, processing this file, it may take a little while, but eventually things will work out. Now if you select this layer or this template, on the side you can see that the edit option opens up, and here you basically have a lot of different options to customize this template and to make it work for your project. So over here I have this video, and it's a nice video, and I want to add some titles onto it to make it even better, right? So I'm going to use this template, and the first thing that I'm having the problem with is that it's very big. My video is in full HD, and the title has been made in 4K. So what I want to do is I want to come here and I want to look for a setting called scale, and I want to reduce it down to basically 50. You can change it down to a smaller number if you like, so maybe 40 if you want to work with that. But then the problem is going to be in the background, so you'll have to add another background layer in Premiere Pro. So to avoid that hassle, I'm going to keep this to 50, and I think the size also works properly. Now the problem is that the text is not adjusted properly, so no worries, I'm going to show you how to do that. Next is because there is a background on my title, I cannot see the video, and seeing the video is very important for the project. So I'm going to come here and look for a setting called background opacity, BG opacity, and what I have done is, instead of having an on-off switch, whether you have the BG or you don't have the BG, I have given you guys a background opacity slider. This way what's going to happen is, sometimes, see, if you make this 0, you can see that the text is a little difficult to read. Even if you change the colors, it may get in the way sometimes. So what you want to do is you want to add a slight BG to the with the titles, and this way what's going to happen is you can add say a transition on the title itself. So if we go to window and put a tick mark on effects, this way this panel is going to open up, and this is basically the place where we can look for our transition. So I'll go to video transitions, dissolve, and take additive dissolve and apply it to the clip, or I can simply press Ctrl D and it should apply cross dissolve. And now if you play, you can see that there you go. So we have a nice background, and the video, it transitions in well. So if I make it over here, so there's a video playing in, and then we have this, right? Now this is a very simple example, but hopefully you get the point of how to use this. Okay, so now let's get to changing the text. So for changing the text, it's going to be at the very start of the edit panel. You can change the color from the text one option over here. So if you don't like this, you can make it, there you go. But I like to work with simple colors, so I'm going to keep it to a dark color like that. and you can add your thing here. So you can say change font, we shoot, oh, sorry, we shoot, and you can keep changing text to, you know, the font, or sorry, what you have written. So we shoot good stock footage, right? You can change the font, or you can change the weight of the font as well. And this is something that a lot of people wanted in the template, so we have included this feature already. And you can change the font as well, and that's going to, you know, work like that. You can even change the scale of the font if you like, but if you're getting into changing the scale, then you're also looking at it doing a lot of controller work. So if you want to do it, the option is there, but I highly recommend that you know what you're doing then. Okay. You can add the italics option, the all caps option, the Fox bold option, so you can work with that. And under here, there's going to be the line the line color as well. So if there are any other elements in the scene, we have made sure that we have included plenty of controllers for them as well. So the line color can be controlled from here. Now comes the extra controllers. So and yes, you can also move this left and right if you like. But now comes the extra controllers, and this is basically text one left and right. So say if you want to have your words over here, right? So now you have the ability to do that. And this is really good when you really want to customize and want to see that some extra font has some character that is overlapping the other. So you can choose, you know, these controllers to move things around and to get your perfect look. So you can even take this up and down, right? And this is what we are going to do for the line and for this third text layer. And we want to change this to, you know, your company name. So Motion Theory, right? That's we shoot good stock footage and then done by Motion Theory. You can do the left, right, and the up, down as well. So we can bring this here. Now, if you want to, you know, take this in increments, you want to slowly change it, instead of using the slider, you can click on the value itself and do the up arrow key, down arrow key, and this way you can see that you're nudging the text layer and having it move in small increments. So you can do this too. And we have also seen to it that we include some kind of extra controllers for the elements as well. So as you can see that the line is very close to the third text layer, and I want to bring it down a little, so that's way I can do it. Now sometimes like I showed you before, the slider will be too sensitive and it may, you know, suddenly make changes that you may not like. So in that case, click on the value and use your arrow keys to incrementally you know, do some changes. So you can either make this big, right? And if you see, the entire animation is going to update, right? So this is how you can use my template and how to, you know, combine this in your project. So we have a nice stock footage, and then we have an advertisement, or we have some text layers that basically tell our message, right? This is good. You can cut this if you like and move this around. But the one thing that some people that don't understand this is that if you make a cut like this, now and if you go to the second you know, layer or the second piece, and you make some changes, say we make this small, it's not going to update on the first piece. So make sure that you're doing your cutting after everything is locked down, at least in the looks and the placement wise is locked down, and only then you can do your cuts. The main reason why you want to cut your stock footage is to have the exit, and once your look has been locked in, you can cut this extra part and have it basically go out like that. So we have it holds, and then it goes away, right? And then you have the stock footage again. So this is how you work with a template. Now I want to talk about how to improve the workflow. So this is how generally the template would work. And please, my awesome buyers and superb clients, please understand that this is a template. We have seen to it that we have added a lot of modular options. You can even change the scale of this and move things around and do all that. But at the end, it's still a template. So if something is not working, if the scale is not working, please write to me and I'll happily talk to you if we can do something with the template, if we can create some extra controllers, or if something is not working, we will fix it and we'll send it to you. Okay, so all right, now let's talk about how to work with this a little bit better. So the problem is that I cannot keep going into this install the motion graphic file again and again if I want to work with 10 different titles, because that's problematic, and even to search it in this in all these templates is problematic. The one way to get away from this is if you can come over here on the bottom and there's a sort option. You can